Hi, so today I wanted to address when to check in with a client when you're doing brain spotting. If you want to learn more about brain spotting, you can go to brainspotting.com, David Grand's website, or my website at jenniferdelaney.com. I also have a blog there that might interest you. At any rate, when we're first teaching brain spotting to a client, inevitably that first session, we're going to check in more just to give them a feeling of being supported. Some people are not as natural to brain spotting because our culture values the mind and figuring things out with the mind. And so it's kind of hard to trust the state that you get into with the bilateral music and the focal point and tuning in with the body. So those are the main aspects of brain spotting, and that can be hard because people bounce out and they want to analyze what they just saw in their mind. Maybe a memory, maybe why is my stomach hurting. We're so trained to ask why, when really why is a mind question, and what's this about. The body curiosity, it's a more physical in a more physical language, and we get more information that way. And the brain, when we get the mind out of the way, the brain can really do what it needs to do to heal. So initially we are checking in just to have people feeling supported, also to support them in knowing that they can check in with their body as opposed to their mind. Keep reminding them that initially. So what I teach clients is that I don't ever want you to feel stranded or alone or abandoned. But sometimes I also want to stay out of the way. Now, people who are very natural to brain spotting are, once they find a spot, they might be nodding slowly and kind of changing their spot. They might notice that they have a lot of movement in their hands, fidgeting. But you can really see when someone's in what is like a trance state, it seems like, because they're very deep in the felt sense experience without a lot of language going on. So, they might be mm, moving their mouth a lot. They might be blinking a lot. I mean, that's one of the ways we find the spot, is watching the cues from the face. They might be doing all sorts of things in the body, or reporting that in the body. Like right now, I'm feeling my feet are very, very hot, and for some reason, my right knee is hurting. Um, I'm feeling a lot of activation in the gut area. I'm also hungry. So that is the process of brain spotting. It's a very body led, emotion led. Then sometimes people are just crying, tears running down their face. And generally, when I see a lot of activation going on and a lot of processing, I want to stay out of the way, because the minute I say, "Hey, what's going on with you? What are you noticing?" The minute I do that, they're coming back into their mind and having to make sense of it with language. So that takes them out of the process. So what I tend to do is, if I notice someone processing a lot, blinking, and then all of a sudden they might go, that would be a cue that they've come out, and I maybe can check in with them. So it is an intuitive felt sense. It's also coming to an agreement. Am I checking in too frequently? Especially in those first couple of sessions, as people are getting to know each other and getting to know the process. Um, you can really be asking clients, or even at the end of a session, maybe it's the fourth session, and at the end, did I check in with you too much or enough? Or, and getting to know what that pace is for the client, because of course we are, as David Grant says, in the tail of the comet. They are the comet. They are leading the process. So that hopefully will be helpful for you if you're a brain spotting practitioner, or if you are experiencing brain spotting as a client. Take good care.